Good morning and welcome back, everyone, to WJOB Veterans Views Radio Show, where we are coming to you live out of Hammond, Indiana's Strack and Van Til Food Mart. And we are also on the radio live, coming to you at 104.7 FM, 1230 AM. And my name is Connie Karras. I am one of your co-hosts, along with Mr. Robert Rocky Rockwell. How are you this morning,
everybody.
sir?
All right.
Yes, and we have Mr. Steve Bramer over there on the end. How are you, sir? Good morning. And, it's a full house. Everybody except Donna Dunn. We miss you, Donna. We have Leslie Fernandez. How are you? Good morning. And I'm doing well. This is a beautiful, albeit a little bit cold, but you know what? We adapt, we overcome, we have warm clothing, and we make the best of it. We will be sharing some information on some services for folks who don't have places to stay that are warm. We also have a special guest with us today. I'll introduce him in just a moment, but we have a great show for you today. We have Mr. David Boomker, we have Mr. Tom Clark, we have Ira Zimmer, and along with him, we have the one and only founding WJOB co-host, Mr. Patrick O'Donnell. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Where's he at?
The man, the myth, the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend, indeed. All right. So I just have before we get into this awesome show this morning, I have a few announcements to make. I am still getting some texts and calls from people who are a bit confused as to how to access not only WJOB's radio show, Veterans Views, but some of the other programming. This year brought a lot of new and exciting progress to WJOB Jed TV. So as we approach 2026, there are going to be some changes, even some more, one that I'm going to mention here. So as many of our audience will recall, this year non-sports programming stopped being Facebook live streamed on the Facebook Meta platform here at WJOB. And as users of that platform know, one of the major perks is the live commenting feature. Okay, so we lost that, but not really. We have it back with a new YouTube channel. Veterans Views radio show is a lifeline that connects the community, so losing that ability was really such a loss. In response, Jim Diedlow generously created a new YouTube channel. It's not being accessed well because some people are a little confused as to how to get there. So this YouTube channel is called WJLB 1230. It has the interactive commenting that Facebook did. So you can just simply download, if you haven't already, the YouTube app, subscribe to WJOB 1230, WJOB 1230, and boom, you're going to not only get Veterans Views, live streaming on YouTube on your phone when we go live, but you'll get all non-sports programming to stay in touch. So we thank you, Mr. Diedlow, for doing that. We're very, very appreciative. You can ask questions, announce events, just like you did, share what's on your mind, and just give a shout-out if you can't get into the studio. Phone lines, okay, which we will be opening today around 9:30. Also this year, Jed TV became the Jed TV Sports Network, and as a result, only WJLB1230.com has Veterans Views and all non-sports programming. So you can no longer, folks, access non-sports programming on JedTV.com. And another change, a very special message from Jed, Alexis, and the Jed TV staff. On November 14th, 2025, a new chapter began. Jed TV Sports Network became the Heartland Sports Network, a unified brand built to better serve our schools, communities, and partners across the region and beyond. So, everyone, please take note. Heartland Sports Network Facebook page and app name will not switch over until early December 2025. However, the new website, heartlandsportsnet.com, is officially live. Again, that's heartlandsportsnet.com. It's live. Check it out. And we appreciate your patience with all of these wonderful progressing transitions going into 2026. One more note. Beyond the Uniform Podcast, which is no longer affiliated with Veterans Views radio show, will continue. That is not live. It is pre-recorded, it's audio only, and it can only be accessed at WJOB1230.com. Okay, so that's the WJOB1230.com new website. Go there for all your non-sports programming. And we appreciate all of our contributors, all our Patriot partners, and Steve, will you please thank them all for bringing us strong into our 16th year into 2026?
Yes, thank you. We want to thank these people for keeping the show going. We want to thank the founding American Legion Hammond Victory Post 168. Meet the first Tuesday at 6 p.m. at 6849 Columbia Avenue in Hammond. You can reach them at 219-937-4264. Calumet Brewery, 6535 Osborne Avenue in Hammond. You can reach them at 219-845-2242. Calumet Park Cemetery and Funeral Chapel, always supporting our veterans, 2305 West 73rd Avenue in Maryville. Call for special veteran savings and complete burial packages. You can reach them at 219-769-8803 or the chapel, 219-736-5840. DAV Chapter 17, they meet the first Thursday at 7 p.m. VFW Post 802. 5820 Holman Avenue in Hammond. DAV Chapter 80, they meet the second Friday in Cedar Lake at American Legion, Post 261, at 13050 Washington Street in Cedar Lake. You can reach them at 219-386-2282. DAV Chapter 102, they meet the first Friday at the Fraternal Order of Eagles, 805 Elm Street in Valparaiso. Doors open at 12 for claims. Meeting from 6:30 to 7:30, and claims will start again until they are done. 219-200-0404. But they are having a Christmas party today, so they will not be doing claims. Laborers International Union of North America 41, 500 Superior Street in Munster. You can reach them at 219-924-7922. Military Order of the Purple Heart, Chapter 721, to meet the second Thursday at 7 p.m. at VFW Post 802, 5820 Holman Avenue in Hammond. Family Dental Care. Veterans receive free exams, x-rays, and cleanings, as well as 10% discount on all other services. 8 convenient Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana locations: Chicago's East and South Sides, Calumet City, Crestwood, Oak Lawn, Evergreen Park, Harding, Munster, Indiana, and their newest location in Indiana and 9th location coming this year to Griffith, Indiana. Call 219-804-9329 to schedule your appointment today. You can also go to www.familydentalcare.com. Ron J. Pressmore Insurance Company for all your insurance needs: auto, home, life, health, business, and more. 7207 Indianapolis Boulevard, Suite 1 in Hammond, Indiana. 219-844-0103. Kuziak Construction, 1235 Summer Street in Hammond. 219-923-3007. The Dave Kuziak Show precedes Veterans Views and airs every Friday from 6 to 9. So be sure to tune in, WJOB, JED TV, 104.7, 1230 a.m. for your Friday morning programming. And our newest contributor, Heroes Helping Heroes. You can contact the founder, Rich Tokars, at realtorricht@gmail.com or 219-670-2501. And 988 is the crisis.
Crisis Lifeline. Crisis.
Let me say
Yes.
something about Calumet Park
Yes,
here.
please. We have an important announcement.
They're having on Saturday, December 6th, is tomorrow, right?
That's correct.
Calumet Park is having at dedication of the Angels is at 3 p.m. and they're putting these bulbs on this tree, and each bulb has the name of a veteran on it. And that's at 3 p.m. It's called the Holiday Tree Lighting, and it's a special service offered to commemorate loved ones during the holiday season. A member of each family will be present with one personalized ornament, and they're going to hang it on the tree. So if you've never seen it, if you want to go to it, it's at Calumet Park Cemetery. It's called the Dedication of Angels, and it's at 3 p.m. Connie, you got something on Wicker Park?
Yes, actually, we have a wonderful event at Wicker Park. Few of them, as a matter of fact. Do we have those graphics that you could maybe, while I'm speaking, bring up? Let's see. The first thing we want to discuss is the Vets and Friends. This is the North Township Trustees Vets and Friends Holiday Brunch. Now, as we know, we have normally a Vets and Friends coffee social. This will be the coffee social, but it will be a brunch. So it will be taking place just like all of the coffee socials do the second Tuesday. It will be Tuesday, December 9th. It will be at the same time as the coffee socials, 9 to 11 a.m. And it's also going to be in the Wicker Park Memorial Clubhouse, not the social center, but the clubhouse. We recently had a Thanksgiving dinner in the social center, the main building, but this will be located in the clubhouse where the Vets and Friends coffee usually takes place. And again, that is Tuesday, December 9th. That's going to be the holiday brunch for the Vets and Friends from 9 to 11. And we also have a lot more events to announce. But before I do that, I wanted to announce something very special that I did this past week. I wanted to mention, especially since the holidays are very difficult, and we should be talking about 988 year-round. The year-round is difficult for living is difficult right now. I want to talk about very briefly the 988 Lifeline, 988lifeline.org. It is confidential. You can access it 24/7, 365, and it's for anyone in crisis, not just feeling suicidal. If you are in any kind of crisis, please use it. You can text it. You can call it. They don't trace who you are. Again, it's confidential. And it's also available for deaf, hard of hearing individuals. And you can text or call 1 after you call 988 or text 988. You will be immediately connected to a veteran, peer support veteran person who cares about you and loves you. I want to share that I have used the 988 not only for other people, on behalf of other people, but I've used it when I've been in crisis. And they follow up on you monthly to see if you're okay. It's a wonderful resource.
And there's a great
Yes.
organization you just went through training
Yes.
on. And I knew a couple of the people that are in that organization, and they had worked for the VA on suicide prevention. In fact, the VA actually models that particular suicide prevention, and that we'll talk a lot about that on another show in the future. And of course, there's a lot of things going on right now in the veterans community, and I'd like to know exactly how a lot of people feel. In fact, one of the things that just happened in the veterans community is that $77 million that was going to be appropriated for electric vehicle charges are canceled, and those plans are instead spending the money to fight cancer and improve health care at facilities around the nation. And I think that's a good idea, seeing as though my cousin developed, and it was on 60 Minutes, of concrete that absorbs carbon emissions, but nobody in the country here wanted to buy it, so he's in India. And in India, they are going to implement that concrete. It's harder than any concrete. You never have to repave the roads. He was on 60 Minutes about 10 years ago, if anybody wants to look it up. Punch up David Stone concrete, and it'll come right up. So there's a lot of things going on. I think that's a good idea because we have been told a lot of stuff that isn't true. But if you want to call in, the number here is what?
219
845.
219
845.
1100. And I didn't know you knew the Living Works Assist folks. Let's give a shout out. Folks, I just went to Hamilton County in Noblesville with a friend, and I underwent a Living Works Assist. That is Applied Suicide Intervention Skills Training. ASIST is the acronym for short. This was such a valuable training. I can't tell you. It's not only first responders and healthcare professionals, mental health care professionals, who are the people who are involved in suicide pre, inter, and postvention. It's all of us. We all play a part. This was a 2-day free workshop, and I can't say enough about them. As Pat said, do you know Tina Hoffman?
I don't know her, but I've met a lot of them.
Yeah.
Some of them appeared at some of the Legion functions down at State, and I'm pretty aware of the program, and it's a great program.
It's a great program. Let's show that, Joe, the Living Works Applied Suicide contact information for Tina Hoffman and Grant Merrill. Please go to livingworks.net. You can't get it. We're having, I apologize, we're having technical difficulties due to the cold weather.
What was that 3-digit number that you mentioned? You said there's a 3 or 4-digit number to call? It was like 988?
Yes, 988. It's the 3. It's
Okay.
the 3-digit.
So if you just dial 988 in your phone, you'll be connected to
Right, and the VA, of course, has a call line also, and suicides have increased actually.
Oh, yeah.
And
Despite what's being said to the contrary, they are increasing.
that's
yes,
right.
So this is for veterans and current service members?
correct. This is for everybody.
Okay.
This is for everybody.
Oh,
Any
even
civilian.
civilian.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
They've been doing it now for 40 years, but it hasn't been brought. To all parts of the country.
Yeah.
Rural areas don't have access. Go to Living Works, just the 2 words, one word, .net.
Yeah.
Sign up for it. It's free. There's going to be one coming in Crown Point soon. Living Works Assist.
And that was that the same as what you said they'd call and connect you with a veteran?
No, that was the 988 number.
That's
the
988, so they're a
988.
little bit different.
Correct.
The two
That's the
services.
988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. And that's
Okay.
988, the numerals, lifeline.net.
And
Yeah.
if you want to hear those numbers again, or if you have a comment on any news in the veterans community or what's going on across the country in the military, give us a call at 219
845.
1100.
And Arthurine's here today. We got a full house here.
Yeah,
We got
I almost
1, 2,
called the
3,
room to
4, 5,
attention.
6, 7, 8, 9 people here. And it's a great group of people. We've got Tom Clark here from the National Veterans Museum. Arthurine is here. Arthurine, you got anything to say today? Come on, let's hear
Absolutely.
it.
It's cold outside. I just wanted to piggyback on what you said. We had a veterans program at church that started the first Veterans Observance Sunday about 20 years ago in Chicago. And there were veterans there. I was in uniform. And at the end, a veteran came up to me. He's a corporal. And he said, "Ma'am, thank you so much for having this program." I gave him my phone number. He called me about 2 days later and said, "I'm in crisis. I need help." And I said, "Okay, 988 and press 1. He called it. He called me back. He said, "Ma'am," this was like a week later, "I'm okay. Wanted to let you know I'm in Texas. I'm okay. I talked to somebody. They answered the telephone. They were so patient with me. I was so comfortable. I believe they were a veteran.
Yeah,
Well,
nice.
It makes a difference.
It does. And you know what they're going to do now? They're going to use artificial intelligence to pinpoint veterans who they think may be in crisis to commit suicide.
Yeah. Another good resource that I used myself, it's called Military One Source for active duty or veterans. They'll give you 8 free counselings. It could be individual counseling, marriage counseling, suicide prevention. They'll give you courses like you had mentioned with that other program,
Living Works.
master resilience courses to get you mind straight and hunt the good stuff. Find out a positive piece to hang on to every single day. Yeah, and with your families, bringing in the kids for
Yes.
family counseling. So Military One Source is another good one. Google it. It'll send you right there. There's not any fake programs out there. Military One Source, great
Military,
resource.
excellent to know. And I also want to mention as well, folks, Pearl Harbor Day is Sunday. Very important annual Remembrance Day. I want to briefly mention this, and we'll get to our wonderful guests. It's observed annually, Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day, in the United States on December 7th. It is to remember and honor the 2,403 Americans who were killed and 1,178 others who were injured in the surprise attack on Pearl Harbor in Hawaii on very early Sunday morning, December 7th, 1941, when the Imperial Japanese Air Service attacked the United States of America at Naval Station Pearl Harbor near Honolulu. The attack sank 4 U.S. battleships, damaged 4 others. In addition, it damaged 3 destroyers and 1 mine layer. Total aircraft losses, 188, 155 were damaged. The United States declared war on Japan the next day, thus entering World War II. The official declaration, this is important with regard to flying our flags, for Pearl Harbor Day is Presidential Proclamation 6758, signed by President William Jefferson Clinton in 1994, designating December 7th as National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. And it is a day to honor those lost in this attack, but also we do this with flying our flag at half-staff from sunrise to sunset. And when you raise the flag to lower it to half-staff, raise it briskly and then lower it gently,
Slowly, yeah.
solemnly. Yes. And then again, at sunset, when you are lowering the colors, raise them briskly and then solemnly lower it all the way to the bottom of the flagpole. If you are flying a flag on your home on a mount, there is something called a mourning ribbon. You can buy these, or you could just make a ribbon at home and tie a black ribbon to the top of the flag.
And if they need to learn more about that, they can look that up right on the
Yes.
internet. But I want
Right.
to go to our guys that are here from the Crossroads National Veterans Museum, and one of them is best
Before-
historian in the
bef-
room.
We have to say the December 7th event. I was going to announce that
Oh,
before we
there's
go.
an event
Yes,
December
yes,
7th?
yes. I just wanted to say this December 7th, there is the annual Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day that has been taking place at the Lincoln Center on Kennedy Avenue in Highland. Yes, that will be, folks. There's a if you're on social media, there's a Facebook event. You can go look at the details. We're planning to have, weather permitting and health permitting, a 103-year-old Pearl Harbor survivor. So yes.
What time is that?
And that is 11:55 Central Time. Central Time. It is at the Lincoln Center on Kennedy Avenue in Highland, Indiana. There will be a speaker and also one of the sons and daughters of Pearl Harbor survivors, and Mr. Jim Laud Sr., who is also the son of a Pearl Harbor survivor, sponsors this. Jim will be there. He does this event every year. And we will also have the Department of Defense Honor Guard, full honor guard, full memorial honors, rendering a 21 rifle salute, not a gun salute.
And that's at 11 o'clock.
11:55. But please get there early. Please
Okay.
yes. Okay, go ahead, Pat.
And of course, we got the guys from the
Great.
Crossroads
Yes.
National Museum here also, and we've got a full house here today. And we're going to go right down the line, and we're going to ask everybody what they want to say on Veterans Views today about what's going on in the community and the nation. Let's start all the way at the end. Name, rank, and serial number.
My name is David Boomker. I've been working with the museum for a while now. I've mostly been working on video productions, and we're putting together some plans to help tell veteran stories and get the word out about the museum.
Nice.
Tom
Thank
Clark,
you. Thank you, David.
the legend.
No, you're the legend. My name's Tom Clark. I'm a veteran of Afghanistan and also a teacher from Lake Central High School. I have a museum, a veterans museum in Schererville, and that's what we want to do. We want to expand that museum. It's just way too small. So these gentlemen, great people, have come together to help us.
I've got a question for you, Tom.
Yes.
Of all your years, and you've taught a lot of students at Lake Central, thousands of students out there, about the history of war and about the associations of us in these wars, what are some of the strangest things and unique things that you've come across?
I've had one thing I remember most of all. I had a student that came in. She brought all of her grandfather's stuff from the Pacific, and she had he was a Marine. She had no idea what he had gone through, and he had never talked about it. So I was able to look at everything and study it. I was able to tell her that what he had gone through, the hell he had gone through as a Marine in the Pacific. And over the years, we've found a lot of Bronze Stars missing from soldiers. And these kids today are just incredible what they can do, the research and everything. We've had these things awarded. They've found mistakes in the records at St. Louis. It's been quite an experience.
And if you don't think there's mistakes in the records, ask any veteran who's come back and was awarded awards, and they got them 6 months later in an envelope, and they never appeared on their DD Form 214.
That's correct.
And
That's correct.
And that happened a lot to a lot of veterans. In fact,
yeah.
in Vietnam, there were areas where they stored records that were completely destroyed.
That's right.
I knew people that were in Vietnam, and they had no record of them being in Vietnam, except the medical records showed that they had gotten wounded or sent to a hospital, and it was in another place.
Wow.
And we're going to go right down the line. We're going to get to everybody. Ira, explain what you do, your name and everything, and a little bit about. You have an interesting background in handling kids.
My name's Ira Zimmer. I'm a former educator here in the region. I was a Hammond Gavitt Gladiator for 20 years. I taught special ed there. I was in Lake Central system for 5 years, and I became an administrator at River Forest for 7, and I ended up at Munster High School as the athletic director and the assistant principal there. I retired. My connection to the museum is Tom Clark. We've known each other for...
Well, I should say something about him. I wouldn't be a teacher if it hadn't been for him. I was over at Purdue Cal here and doing a methods class, and my friend and I, and Ira was a year ahead of us, I believe, right? And he helped us through. He helped us through the program.
Well, thanks, Tom. I mean,
No, I would never have been a teacher without you.
Yeah, he did a great job, and he's imparted a lot of knowledge on all the kids in the area. And after that, I have 2 brothers that were Vietnam era servicemen. One served a year in Vietnam during the Tet Offensive. The other one was a Marine Corps F-4 driver, and he was an instructor. I wanted to be in the Marine Corps. I went, took the test. The gentleman at Clark Street told me I was too tall to fly, so I was selfish when I was 20, and I didn't get into service. So I'm an interloper here with all you veterans, and I thank you folks.
You're what we call a citizen soldier.
Right.
And
Very important.
and also, like Tom, I'm a history major, and military is
I love it.
Fascinates me, and I have a family that a lot of members that served, like besides my brothers, and I've had great nephews that have been in Afghanistan and things. So I just love what Tom and Pat and David are trying to do. We need to expand and build something in Schererville so people can come and see and learn about our military and what it's done for us and how it gives us our freedom that we can do what we do every day.
And just to add to that, there's so many different posts and people out there that want to contribute their relatives or association of people that have given them the stuff that they served with in the war, and they're no longer alive, and they have nowhere to go with it. And we have a museum now, and it's too small. I mean, how many rooms are packed with stuff right now?
I have presently
You don't need that.
three Connex or 3 storage units, 10 by 20s full. Then I have a couple small storage areas full, Connexes. The place is busting at the seams. I just tell you this: my wife walked in the museum. She goes, "Where did all this stuff come from?" And that's just a museum. I said, "I don't know. There's just hundreds, actually thousands of items in there, letters and stuff like that."
So, Tom, is the intention to utilize some of the new facilities that are on the uprise there
Well, no, we're going to move everything out of there in a
Okay.
brand new building.
to expand it on
Right,
the
to expand
Route
it.
30 location?
where we
Route
could have
30,
like a
Sheridan.
room for just Vietnam
Oh, nice.
and room for just World War II.
I like it.
An area for just World War One.
Afghanistan.
There's
some of-
so much
Some of the
stuff.
minor conflicts, we're going to have movable walls
Yes.
where we can change things around
cool.
and everything. So it's going to be very interesting. We're going to have all the organizations represented in there. You know, your organization,
Department of Defense.
people that are Department of Defense, everything. You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna have it all, and we're gonna have tours for children coming in there so they can learn about our great
Beautiful.
association in all of our wars and learn about the stuff that all of our veterans go through every day. Are our phone lines open yet?
They are 219
845.
219.
845.
Call us.
Give us
What's
a
on your
call,
mind?
219-845-1100. We're right here in the studio, veterans. There's a lot of things going on with the veterans right now, with the VA. And of course, we want to hear from you. Robert?
Oh, I just want to say, number one, I want to pick your guys' brains. I love military history. It's a huge part of my warrant officer training, actually, was a military history course, which is, I love generals that became presidents, you know, the Washington, the Andrew Jacksons, and their stories prior to becoming president, I think is sometimes lost in their presidency of how they got to where they were. So I'd love to pick your guys' brains on that, or even do a class or something, some sort of 5-minute on veterans' views of military history, I think would be great to add to the show moving into the future. But I do, and I'm not going to jump the gun here, but I do want to take my minute and just show a little bit of appreciation for Connie. And I'm not going to jump the gun, but I do want to say that over the last couple years, and I was gone for a year, and I come back, I've seen such a huge transition in the show. And I think that you've taken it to all-time highs in participation and contributions. And there's so much going on here with this show that you've done. And I greatly appreciate you and your efforts. It's evident to everybody. And I just cannot commend you enough and put you on a pedestal. Veterans Views is thankful for your time. And we are healthier now and stronger now than ever to move forward. And I give that credit to you. So thank you, and I just want to pass the torch over to you to give your minute of introduction here, but I could not hold quiet on that till the end of the show. I need to let that out to everybody, and everyone listening, I would say, feels the same way. Okay?
Oh,
Very efficient here.
Speechless.
Very
I
efficient.
didn't expect
We've
that.
got a caller on the line.
Yes, we do. Thank you.
Let's take that caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on Veterans Views.
Good morning, All-Star cast.
All
that
right.
be?
Hey.
Here's one of the founders, if not the founder of Veterans Views.
Yeah.
Ernie Dillon. Go ahead, Ernie.
Well, anyway, thank you, Pat. And I remember 20 years ago going through those first days of thinking about, but how in the hell are we going to pull this off? A radio show? No playbook. But let me just cut to the chase here and let you get back to your program. Talking about the museum, and I met Tom Clark at a program we did in Lake County here recently, and he had his exhibit there, and we talked a little bit about it. And Pat, you always talk about it at our Legion meetings and things. So here's where I'm going with that. We're downsizing Post 168 and selling our building and going to go to somewhere smaller. And we have a piece that might be perfect for the museum if Steve Bramer don't want it. And here's why I mentioned his name.
Helmet.
We were given it several years ago, given a plaque, big, huge plaque from the city of Hammond that was in the on the wall in City Hall, and it has the Vietnam War vets on it from way back in the late 50s, maybe early 60s, and then it has Korean War names on it and other names, and it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. But I was looking at the names the other day, and I saw the name Steve Bramer on it. And
Well,
I know Steve.
just to interrupt you for a second, Ernie.
Yeah,
Steve
yeah.
doesn't have the headphones on, so we're going to kind of repeat some of the things that you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Ernie has a big plaque inside our post, and he was looking at it, and we had gotten it from City Hall, and it had Steve Bramer on it.
Steve, come here. Take my seat.
We're giving him a headset
You
there,
can't hear.
Ernie, so he could. Well, he's
Oh, yeah, that's great. That's okay.
But I know Steve. Well, I'll wait for a minute.
All right,
Go ahead, Ernie. He can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So, hey, Steve.
Hey.
Anyway, we're downsizing and we're getting rid of a lot of our stuff, and I'm looking at what we can give Pat and those working on the museum some of our artifacts. And we have a plaque from City Hall that's been there for years and years. They remodeled and they gave it to us, and we've had it for many years in our Legion, hanging on the wall by where the pool table was. It's a list of Vietnam vets and Korean vets, and I know you were in Desert Storm, Operation Enduring Freedom, not Desert Storm, I'm sorry, but Operation Enduring Freedom, I think.
Yeah.
But you weren't in during Vietnam. Was your father in the military?
Yeah, my dad was in the military, but he wasn't
That's
in
it.
Vietnam.
Well, but there's a name, Steve Bramer, spells exactly like yours, and so your family's got a little history on that plaque.
Crazy, no
Wow.
way.
Yeah, it is.
It's wild.
And but anyway, I'm going to sum up this subject and say one more thing, and then hang up. So we could donate that, Pat, to the museum that you guys have, and maybe at some point we'll figure out a way to get it from our Legion over to yours rather than our storage bin, because we're putting all our things in the storage bin and we're almost emptied out and done. But we'll talk more about
We'll
about
be able to
that.
get, we have any room for it over there, Tom? We can store it?
Oh, we can make room for that.
Okay.
And
There you go, Ernie.
See, that's the great
It's
thing
a
about
his-
having this
We've got that
museum.
problem solved.
All these plaques, and the awards from around this area can all be housed there, where
Yeah.
people can finally see them.
This is magnificent in bronze. It's I won't go into it and take up any more time. But okay, we'll make that happen. Also, before we hang up, I want to remind everybody, because you won't be on the air before December 7th of next week. What happened?
Pearl Harbor.
That's right. So remember what they went to and what created World War II and all the lives that we lost and what happened at Pearl Harbor, and put all of those in your prayers and all the troops. But having said that, I'll let you go, and you guys have a great show and a great weekend.
And Connie, we're going to
Thanks,
skip
Ernie.
me and you, and we're going to go directly
Ernie.
to this young lady here.
Well, I have to announce something, okay, Pat?
All right.
Before we get to you,
All right.
Leslie.
Take
Yeah,
your time.
very important. I had announced earlier. I'll be very brief. I had announced it, and thank you, Rocky. That was very kind of you. I had announced earlier the Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day at the Lincoln Center in Highland. One of the survivors of Pearl Harbor, Wendy Meneers Masters. Her husband, Bill, a United States Marine Corps Korean War veteran, passed away November 18th. Wendy speaks at this event. She will not be speaking, but she will be present at the event this Sunday at 11:55 Central Time. I wanted to give our deepest condolences to Wendy and her family and all the loved ones of Bill. I knew Bill. Both Wendy and Bill are close friends. To me, Bill has just simply passed on to the next phase of his life cycle. William G. Masters, April 5th, 1932 to November 18th, 2025. He's a lifetime resident of Valpo, and he is a Korean War veteran, and as I had mentioned, he graduated Valparaiso High School and attended Indiana University, Calumet then, now Northwest. their marriage, their wedding date, their anniversary is November 11th on Veterans Day. They married on November 11th, Wendy and Bill, 1961 in downtown Valpo. Bill loved people, animals. He was probably one of the kindest human beings I have ever met. Our deepest condolences to Bill's family. Thank you. Leslie.
Leslie, we're going to move you. We're going to switch her off with Steve because Steve has the headphones on, and then we'll switch back again. Right now, we're doing this because we don't have enough headphones. Leslie, it's on you.
Okay, good
Name,
morning.
rank, and serial number.
U.S. Navy vet. Yay, yay. This morning, what I wanted to say was the things that we have in the house. AMVETS comes and does personal deliveries. They'll pick stuff up for you. So this is for anyone. If you have stuff in your house, we all have too much of everything. So
You can say that again.
we really do. So in the meantime, instead of taking it to the Salvation Army and other places that take stuff to sell, let AMVETS come and pick it up because they have the stand downs and they give it to people, veterans in need. And I think this year I probably had like 6 donations that I had given. So that lets us know we all have too many things in our homes that we can get rid of that someone else can use. And let's look out for, especially this time of year, let's look out for our veteran community. Especially.
And Leslie, I got a question for you. AMVETS collects everywhere throughout the area here.
Yes.
And just punch up AMVETS and it'll have a number and
Right,
everything.
it will. And what happens is once you make your first donation, they'll put you in the system and they'll send you a text message every time they come through. I don't think they came through in November, so they came through in December. So I had a lot of things that I was putting out this morning and put it out by 7:30 and they'll pick it up.
Yes.
You're
And there's a
not-
lot of insecurity right now. I wanted to announce something we've never announced on this show. We talk about 988. That's actually a referral to all kinds of services. But in Indiana, you can call 211. Just simply 211. That's a research. You can get if you're food insecure, if you're unhoused, if you need a little help getting through with food, anything, any kind of services, clothing.
Items.
Indiana 211, and the website is IN for Indiana 211.org. But you can also just simply call 211 and they will help you. And before we go on, I wanted to just also mention there is the Food Bank of Northwest Indiana Mobile Mart. So that is actually taking place all through. They take food to various locations, sometimes, usually churches. That is a very important service. The December 2025 schedule is they'll be somewhere every single day. Today is December 5th. They're at Our Lady of Grace Church on Highway Avenue in Highland at 10 a.m. Tomorrow they're going to be at 6490 Broadway in Maryville. Monday the 8th at noon they're going to be at Jubilee Worship Center in Hobart, all over. So for information, go to the Food Bank of Northwest Indiana. Okay, and for alerts, just simply text market, the word market on your phone to 219-500-6464. Easy to remember. 219-500-6464. Text the word market. And a couple of very, very quick announcements I want to make before we go on, because we have a very special thing coming up. I don't want to run out of time. We're getting kind of low on time. I wanted to tell everybody about the Breakfast with Santa that's going on. That's going to be the DeMott American Legion. That's it from 8 to 11 at DeMott American Legion, 1009 West County Road, 1200 North, DeMott. That's hard to remember, but it's post 440. Look it up. DeMott American Legion, post 440. Breakfast with Santa. We thank you for this. This is from 8 a.m. to 11 Central Standard Time. Again, we talked about the Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day, so we have that going on at 11:55 on Sunday, this Sunday at the Lincoln Center on Kennedy. And then we also have Leva's In-Home Senior Care. all month they are doing, in cooperation with Adam Benjamin Jr., VA, in Crown Point, a food and clothing drive. Please call them at 219-228-6004. Leave us in-home senior care. Again, 219-228-6004. They're located in Highland on Kennedy. You can arrange to drop
What's the
things
name
off.
of that again?
It's Leave Us, LEVA''S, in-home senior care. And they also provide health services as well. It's a brand new organization, just got their accreditation, and I actually work for them taking care of seniors in their home. It's a wonderful organization, and they're usually at the Coffee and Vets Social at Wicker Park on the second Tuesday over there at the clubhouse at Wicker Memorial Park.
And of course, the phone number here is
219
845
1100.
219
845.
1100.
So give us a call. We
Yes.
want to know what you are thinking about the new increase. The Congressional Medal of Honor recipients have got a very, very good increase from $1,489.73 a month for having the Congressional Medal of Honor to $5,625 a month. Now, what I'm wondering does that include the disability? Because you
It's a
get
good
so-
question.
Yeah,
I think it's on top of that.
yeah, and if that's on top
Right
of
now,
that,
it's on top of that.
Yeah.
the guys that have the Congressional Medal of Honor will be getting a lot of money. Everybody will be throwing their bodies on hand grenades and running into a fire. But I think it's a good thing, actually. You know, it might.
Two more callers?
Go ahead, caller. You're on Veterans Views.
Hello there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hi, it's Joey Payon. How are you?
Hey
Joey,
Joe,
how you
hey
doing?
Joe, before you start talking, we only have a few minutes left, and we have a lot more show to go. I don't mean to cut you off, but we were just about to do an awards ceremony, so please,
Okay.
go ahead. I know we're talking about the Stelios's.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
on the 13th.
Yeah,
Yes.
next Saturday the 13th at 8 a.m. Stelios,
Yes.
7454 South Broadway. We got the whole crowd there. I hope to see everybody next
Yes.
Saturday after breakfast, okay?
Yes,
All
and
right?
I'm going to give out the. We'll see you there. We'll see you there.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. Stelios
ma'am.
Cafe, 8 to
Yep.
11 on Broadway in Maryville, the second Saturday of every month.
Yep,
All
yep.
veterans are welcome. And
Yep.
yes,
Right.
yeah.
The bus.
Yes, the bus. We absolutely have to do the bus. Veterans Legislative Day. Are you going down there this year, Joey?
Don't think so, dear.
No?
Things have changed for me health-wise. So I'm considered homebound now unless I have somebody with me, you know. So
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Is
okay.
it? I might be able to give you a ride.
Well,
Why don't we
can talk
talk?
about that.
Let's
Yep, we
talk
can talk
about
later.
this.
Okay?
Yes. Okay, very quickly here. This is very important. Our annual this is the 12th annual Indiana Military and Veterans Legislative Day. This is going to be, again, at the Indiana State House in Indianapolis. It's going to be on Monday, January 12th. And the North Township Veterans Roundtable is sponsoring a bus. A bus is going to be going down there. You can get it at Wicker Memorial Park. It's going to be stopping right by where the clubhouse is, just like it did last year. It's open to active military and veterans. Now, there's a deadline. You got to register for this by January 9th. You register by calling the North Township Trustee's office, 219-313-3934. Again, 219-313-3934. There's a $10 refundable deposit just simply to hold your seat. We are limited to 55 passengers. Coffee and donuts will be available upon arrival. Box lunches will be served. And here's the thing, you got to get to Wicker Park by 5:30 a.m. Central Time. The bus is leaving at 5:30 a.m. Central Time. Again, 12th annual Indiana Military Veterans Legislative Day. The bus is leaving 5:30 a.m. Central Time from Wicker Memorial Park by the clubhouse Monday, January 26th, and there's a $10 refundable deposit. Call 219-313-3934 to register and get your seat reserved. And before we go on to anything else, we have a very special announcement. Actually, we're going to honor somebody very special. We have the gentleman sitting next to my left, as many of you know, is Patrick O'Donnell. And he is a founding member of, founding co-host, actually, of Veterans Views radio show, and a member of the founding American Legion Post 168, 168 in Hammond, Indiana, the Victory Post. Pat is also a Vietnam War veteran, and he served with, initially I think you served before you went to the 173rd. Didn't you also serve
82nd.
at the 82nd? Yes, and then you went to the 173rd Airborne. And I know that you saw a lot of death and destruction. You described your experiences in Vietnam as being in a hellhole. And you saw death, destruction, and mayhem, and that's what it was all about. And you were awarded, should have been awarded the Silver Star, but there were not enough people who had witnessed your gallantry. But you did receive a Bronze Star, an Air Medal, and a Combat Infantryman Badge. With several people you served with, your chaplain got the Congressional Medal of Honor, your machine gunner got the Congressional Medal of Honor, and they paid with their lives. And I have to say, sir, I'm so glad that you did not posthumously receive the Congressional Medal of Honor. So we are blessed to still have you with us. And God bless you. Let's give Pat let's stand and give Pat. Yes. Come on your feet, everybody. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, we have a couple of gifts for you. This is from WJOB Veterans Views radio show. This is our certificate of appreciation presented to U.S. Army 173rd Airborne Specialist Patrick O'Donnell, Vietnam, 1967, and Veterans Views radio show founding co-host. In most grateful recognition for your support of the men, women, and their families serving our country, it is presented this 5th day of December 2025 and signed by the co-hosts. This is yours, sir, and also
Congratulations.
a very special award. This is the first time we are bestowing such an award. We have a crystal award for you, sir.
That's nice.
This has the Veterans Views logo on it. This is a Lifetime Achievement Award and is presented to Veterans Views founding co-host Patrick O'Donnell for your tireless advocacy beyond the uniform and the death, destruction, and mayhem you endured in it. Sir, thank you for our enduring freedom. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to be on this show with all of you. Leslie and I are starting a Women Veterans podcast, and we may be coming on, here and there for special segments, but this is going to be our last regular time on Veterans Views. So, did we have another caller waiting by any chance? Please.
One.
Yes, one. We can take
more
that.
caller.
One more caller for just a second. Go ahead, caller. You're on Veterans Views radio show.
Hey, this is Jim with the Sons and Daughters of Pearl Harbor Survivors.
Jim, I'm so sorry we made you wait so long. How are you, sir?
Getting ready for the program on Sunday.
We're looking forward to that. Such a somber, and thank you so much for bringing this program to us every year. I know this is going to be a very special, somber one, especially since Wendy Masters' spouse has passed. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you. And again, that's 11:55 over at the Lincoln Center. And what else can you tell us about it? Will there be a 103-year-old person there?
No,
No. Okay.
105.
Oh!
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Oh!
What's he
That's-
eating?
Yeah. Yeah.
Master Sergeant Ed McClavick is going to join us via Zoom.
Oh wow, that's going to be great. Oh, and then of
He's
course,
gonna zoom in on us.
that's beautiful.
He won't be there in person, but he's gonna come via Zoom.
And what is this gentleman's name?
He just said.
Master Sergeant Ed McClavick.
And thank you, sir, for your selfless service to our enduring freedom as a survivor and of this date that lives in infamy. We can't wait to see you. Is there anything else you want to share with us, Jim, before we say goodbye?
I don't want you to be confused, but the 103-year-old was Raleigh Breyer, and he was up at Great Lakes Naval Station Wednesday before Thanksgiving to see his great-grandson graduate.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
beautiful.
amazing.
That's wonderful.
That's amazing.
Closing thoughts?
I'm very humbled at getting these awards today. And as far as Veterans Infused Radio Show is concerned, there's a whole team that made this happen back with 168. Some of them have passed. A couple of us are still alive going forward, and there are some others that I'd like to thank. Ernie Dillon for one, Bill Emerson for another, and of course there's a whole post that made this happen. So my grateful appreciation to Post 168 for allowing us to go forward with this, which we were kind of going forward by the seat of our pants. We didn't know exactly what was going to happen, but I did know one thing. There wasn't anything like this in the country. And you know what they say, you got to be somewhere at the right time, right place. And we were doing it at the right time and right place, and we did it nationally. And we've had so many different guests on from across the entire country, from around the world. We've had Rocky Blyer on. He's got 4 Super Bowl rings. He's got shot. All the different stories. We had the original Code Talkers on, and we were in an old studio back there by Smith Chevrolet. And these guys came in, and they were Navajo Indians, and it was very interesting. They sang the Marine hymn in Navajo, and we had so many callers during the last 10 years. One day we had 500 callers. The lights were just completely lit up. We couldn't get through them enough. I mean, but a lot of veterans now from Vietnam. Vietnam veterans are no longer in the majority of veterans, and now it's the younger veterans from Desert Storm, Iraqi Freedom, things like that, which, you know, those are the guys now that are going to be taking the helm and leading this show into the future. And my word to everybody out there is keep fighting for veterans, because if we don't do it, nobody else will. We need to fight. So God bless you all, and God
Yes.
bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Very much. Yes. Thank you, David Boomker. Thank you, Tom Clark. Thank you, Ira Zimmer. Of course, Leslie Fernandez. And on behalf of Lieutenant Colonel Arthurine Jones, and of course, yes, she's our greatest cheerleader. She received an award last week, too, as well.
Seen her in her
yes.
dress blues, looking
Yes.
sharp,
Oh,
standing
sharp as-
tall, standing
Sharp
tall.
as ever. Oh, just
20-year-old dress
Yes.
blues, and I can still fit them.
Oh, you!
yeah,
High for that one!
little jealous, little jealous.
Lot
Keep
of
on
jealous.
doing it,
A
girl.
lot
too,
of
I'm
jealous
jealous.
here.
Robert, Rocky Rockwell, and Steve Bramer.
The one and only Steve.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you guys. You know, Pat, we started this I came on a long time ago, and you know, you've mentored me along the way, and you know, I want to thank you because you've taught me how to talk to people, how to present myself. I remember coming on here in sweatpants and ripped up shirt. It was, you know, I didn't care at the time. So thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done for me, you know.
Thank you, Steve.
And Connie, you know what? You came on to this show when Joe had just fallen.
Yes.
Rocky was leaving. Donna was working.
Yeah.
Like it was a lot, and you came on and you helped me so much. I want to thank you. You did really good today. Like
Thank you,
thank
Steve.
you very
That-
much.
that
You've
means
done
a
a
lot
lot
to me.
for the show, and we appreciate it.
Thank you, and I learned so much from you.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody.
And good luck.
Yeah. Yes.
good luck.
Thank you. The sky's the limit. Let's just keep helping each other. Like that's all. That's what it is. And remember, be kind. Patriotism is kindness. Let's be kind. Everybody's going through something. Don't get in an argument with people about politics. We all have so much more in common than we're all much more
Uncommon.
similar than dissimilar. Find that common ground. Find that common thread. Be good to each other. And be there for each other. 988-1 to talk to a veteran. Livingworks.net. Go get some training in suicide prevention and intervention and postvention. And everybody, Sunday, Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Fly your flags, half staff, from sunrise to sunset. And there is the most somber remembrance at the Lincoln Center in Kennedy at 11:55 a.m. and get there a little early. All right, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Hoorah!
All
Hoorah.
right, here we go.
America.